Matt Lenihan for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store and Our Kings Competitions. We're here, WBC President Mauricio Sulaiman. Just talk to me about this belt. We see the first fight between Pitbull and Fierro, one of my favourite fights this year. Only right there it gets a belt, the Guerrero Azteca belt.
The Guerrero Azteca, Aztec Warrior belt is a creation as a special trophy for the winner of fights between Mexicans. It's inspired in those great battles between Barrera and Eric Morales, especially Israel Vázquez, who passed away on his fights with Marquez. And there's so many fights that we have seen between the Mexican warriors. We had the first edition in February for the first fight of Pitbull against Fierro, and they lived to the expectation. And this is the second edition, which has a beautiful plaque of the Aztec calendar. It is a millennial creation, and we are very proud and happy about this belt for the winner of the fight.
We've seen the WBC do these kind of things before where there's a commemorative belt, but how important was it for you to do something for, you mentioned there, that Mexican heritage, you know, the great warriors of the past, you mentioned just a few of them there. How long of this was planning from like months? Did it take a while to come up with something like this, to get it something like this on the table?
We tried to do special commemorative belts. We did the Union belt for Fury against Dillian White. We have done special belts. This one, the inspiration came when Israel Vázquez passed away. Beautiful person, beautiful family. He lived for boxing, and he left his life inside the ring. That's when we said we have to do something to honor him, and the idea came, Aztec Warrior. We did it, and now it's a reality.
Well, look, I never thought in my journalist career I'd ever cover a Manny Pacquiao fight, but we're here. He's back. How pleased are you to get him back? And obviously he's fighting for a WBC world title this Saturday.
Well, it is a extraordinary event. Manny Pacquiao complied with all the medical examinations, the license by Nevada, and the WBC board voted in favor to allow him to challenge for the WBC Welterweight Championship. He called me personally. His first title was a flyweight in the WBC many years ago. And he was very emotional, saying he wants to be a WBC champion again, and we are proud that we are sanctioning this fight.
It's one of them special moments where a legend comes back from the past. You see the sort of media room here, how full it is, reminds you of all the sort of bygone years of Manny Pacquiao. What an achievement, what sort of a achievement would it be for him to pick this title up? He's been out the ring 4 years. We've seen it happen in the past before, former champions doing that, but how big of a statement would it be if he becomes champion on Saturday?
It's a huge statement. Of course, it's legendary. We think of George Foreman, we think of Bernard Hopkins, Sugar Ray Leonard. But now it's Manny Pacquiao time, and it's Mario Barrios time. Whoever wins is going to be the WBC champion, and we will be very proud of the winner and very proud of whoever loses the fight. But it's going to be epic.
So when I was making the trip to Las Vegas, one of the bits of news that came out from Lance Pugmire, a respected journalist in the field, saying, you know, potentially, if Manny Pacquiao was to win, there would potentially be a Floyd Mayweather rematch on the table. Feels like we're going back in time, but can you see a scenario where, obviously Floyd, who's held the WBC titles many over his career, maybe gets tempted out of retirement for a Manny Pacquiao rematch?
What do you say?
I say he doesn't need to fight again, but I also would definitely come and watch. So I'm sort of like,
You'll come and watch. We have to see what happens Saturday, first of all. Of course, Floyd is legendary, just as Manny. There's no issue there. But you cannot skip. There's Barrios before, and Lance is a great journalist. I think he pulled out a good, I don't know if he interviewed Floyd or it's just his imagination, but it's something that has people talking about, so it's going to be a great fight. Let's concentrate on Las Vegas, July 19.
I spoke to Conor Benn recently, and he's someone who's very proud to say, look, if this Eubank fight doesn't happen, and even if it does, I need to fight for that green and gold belt. No matter what, you guys have always supported him, obviously when he was going through these problems and things like that. He's now in a position where he's in line to fight for one of these titles. Do you see a scenario if the rematch with Eubank doesn't happen where he could potentially be in line to fight next, the winner?
Absolutely, yes. Conor Benn is a great fighter. He's highly ranked in the WBC. In boxing, in championship fights, there's two types of fights. One, a voluntary defense by the champion, which means the champion chooses from the ranked fighters who he's going to fight. The other one is the mandatory. So those are the two scenarios. But as I said, let's concentrate on Saturday night. Let's see what happens. And the good thing is there are many fights out there that people are talking about. It's a great moment for boxing.
Have you known a time in boxing like this before? I mean, I know you've seen a lot in boxing, so you were part of the good old days and, when you talk about the other legendary fighters, but we're coming into an era now where the best are fighting the best. You can take a loss and bounce back, doesn't matter. And we're seeing things like Canelo Crawford coming up, obviously WBC, a huge part of that event as well. Have you known a time like this in boxing?
Every time is unique. Every time is an era. You have to acknowledge and be grateful and recognize His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, who has made people sit down and make the fights. You have to acknowledge and be thankful to Al Heyman, who has been a tremendous supporter of boxing for many, many years. You have to acknowledge Bob Arum at top rank, and all these promoters from the small ones, small towns, that made Manny Pacquiao out of the very small fights in the Philippines to make him what he is today. So boxing is a beautiful world that works at all levels, and we need every single platform to get to the big ones.
Mauricio, always a pleasure catching up. We'll catch up very soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good to see you.